Welcome in. We're about ready to get things going, and we are underway for the Cedartown Bulldogs versus the Trion Bulldogs here in this boys matchup from Cedartown Memorial Stadium, Doc Ayers Field. Andrew Carter along with Logan Maddox, and Logan Maddox on the call.
Cedartown trying to win their fifth game in their last six. They're currently winners of 4 of their last 5. And very up-tempo start to this one from both sides. As Cedartown has it, it's number 23, the senior Alex Gomez, passing on the outside. Bulldogs stretching the field quickly, passing back to Gomez. He'll come near side, getting around a defender and then backing up past midfield. This is number 3, the sophomore Henry Velasquez with it. Now past midfield, Esdras Reynoso. Back over to Gomez. Gomez, the senior defender and midfielder. Lobbing one ahead, but it's connected on. A header from Trion. Trion coming into this one, Andrew, they've had a nice go of things since they started region play. They're actually undefeated in region play, but this is a non-region matchup. Bulldogs inside the box looking for a cross coming inside. A shot is wide. Missing that time is Winry Escalante. Let's try that again. Now, we do apologize on some of these names. This is our first time doing soccer here on the Big AA, but we've heard a lot about this program, Andrew, and glad to finally be out here calling some Bulldog action.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, getting to watch this game here, and we've heard so much great things about the Bulldog squad, and getting to see them in person is really exciting. We're looking forward to this night for senior night for the Cedartown Bulldogs.
And if you missed the girls' game, just finished up a few minutes ago, they had the senior night festivities. The Lady Bulldogs of Cedartown knocking off Trion 4-1 in that one. Now the Bulldogs trying to get Cedartown to go 2-0 on the day. Down the field, it's going to be taken over by Leonardo Segura, the sophomore. Now passing over to Reynoso. Bulldogs coming near side, quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's Selfie Escalante, the senior, just on the out-of-bounds line. He'll keep it in. Escalante gets around one defender, passes over. Quick feet in the box, but it's ripped away by Trion, and they keep it away from Cedartown as a shot is way off the mark. Just trying to keep it in the field of play and keep a drive going from Cedartown. Keep those feet alive. Maybe something good will happen, but not that time for CHS.
Just into the second minute, 37-35 and counting here in this first half. Just underway for Doc Ayers Field. Cedartown Bulldogs and the Trion Bulldogs in the boys matchup.
Bulldogs are 7-6 on the year. They're 1-4 in region play, but same as the girls, this is a tough region, Region 7 4A. Trion on the attack here. It's going to roll all the way to the goalie. That is Mario Maldonado, the junior. He'll pick it up. Pushed a hand up, actually, telling the defense, it's all good, I've got it. Tries a great kick that lands just shy of midfield. A steal for Cedartown. The Bulldogs back with it. It's Gomez. Gomez, the senior, passing over to Reynoso, the junior. Here on senior night, Cedartown hosting Trion. Girls already got a win. The boys trying to get one right here. On the far side, that's Leonardo Segura, the sophomore. Now back over to Gomez, the senior, straight away, a shot, but it's high. Bangs off the uprights, and that's going to be considered out of bounds. Hit off the uprights of the football field, that is, not the goal. We mentioned Cedartown above 500, trying to keep that going right here. It does not appear that the Bulldogs will be able to make the playoffs. They're 1-4 in region play. The only region win, a 3-0 defeat of Ridgeland on the 19th. As the kick is sent away, Cedartown trying to box out, keep it away from Trion. That's Henry Velasquez with it. They pass ahead, now coming near side. Just able to keep it away from Trion is Velasquez. Past midfield they go. This is Reynoso with it. Gomez. Now inside, looking for an opportunity. He's beat his defender. The shot is high. That was Stephen Cruz, the sophomore striker, just missing.
Cruz just about had just one-on-one between him and the goalie and just wasn't able to make it go through. And Trion will be able to throw it in.
Now this Cedartown team, Andrew, without one of their best players in this one, Darwin Ortiz, the sophomore, unable to play in this game. He is actually a member of the Atlanta United Farm System, pretty much what you would call it, for the high school kids all over the country, and got injured here recently, not going to be able to play in this one.
Well, that should tell you about his talent level and how much of a miss it's going to be for us.
He's a sophomore. This is his first year with the program at CHS, and just a phenomenal player. The Bulldogs are going to try to get a win today without him. They try to get it back inside, looking that time for Selfie Escalante, the senior wing, not able to. It's bounced back out. Cedartown takes back over. Coming near side, that's Escalante, the wing, the senior with it here on senior night. It's cleared away just for a moment by Trion until it's jumped on by Esdras Reynoso. A soft shot is sent, but it rolls into the goalie for Trion. He'll pick it up, walk it up to the edge of the box, and kick a high booming kick that lands past midfield. A header that time from Camden Harris, the senior for Trion. Another header this time from Cedartown Cesar Molina, the junior. Taken over again by Trion, that's Brian Chalel. On the far side, the Bulldogs driving in, and a foul will be called just outside of the box. I believe that'll go against Cedartown. It'll benefit Trion. Much faster tempo here in this boys' game than what we saw in the girls' game, Andrew.
It really is, and with 33 and 52 seconds to go here in the first half, Trion on the Cedartown side of the field trying to get something going.
In that girls' game, both sides, it was the defense standing out, as here's a free kick, a low one that rolls in, blocked by Cedartown. It'll roll out of the back line as Maldonado not able to catch it. That'll be a corner here for the Bulldogs of Trion High School. This is Brian Chalel, the junior forward, with the honors here on the corner kick.
Golden opportunity for him right here.
He sends the corner away. It's short. A header from Cedartown. Trion keeps it alive. They'll back it up. A block, and now Cedartown, Andrew, with numbers here on the outside, on the run, picking it up. That's Selfie Escalante, the senior. Passes one towards the middle of the field, getting it to Escalante. Winry Escalante. Pass towards the edge of the box. Cedartown back with it. Backs it up for Escalante. Now a pass to Reynoso.
Really good ball control by Cedartown there.
A steal there for Trion. Good defense by both sides already, but what you've seen is offenses, as you said, with great ball control and understanding, chemistry, however you want to put it. They know where their teammates are going to be. That time doesn't work out for Trion. Rolls all the way to Maldonado. Maldonado, a junior goalkeeper for CHS. A header from Trion. They're keeping it alive. Cedartown will clear it away. Thanks to Cesar Molina, it'll roll out of bounds, and Trion will throw it in. Another kick for Trion, trying to pin it deeper inside, but it'll roll out the back line, and that is a goal kick here for CHS. Looking at the schedule for Cedartown this year, 7-6 on the year, but most of their wins have come here in the month of March. The Bulldogs have won 4 games since March 8th. They knocked off Donahoe 7-1. They beat Hiram 5-2 on the road. They beat Ridgeland 3-0, and they beat Villarica 1-0. They have a 2-game winning streak right now. Their only loss mixed in there was a 3-1 defeat against Pickens, and that's a very good Pickens team. Cedartown looking to strike first early here in the first half, trying to go inside.
There's a chance.
There is a chance, but that's offsides.
Yep.
Getting it there to Stephen Cruz behind the defense, but not what they were hoping for. Good defensive awareness there on the back line, the defensive line for Trion, and they have it. On the other hand, Trion with a very nice year so far, 4-5 on the season, but most of those wins coming in region play. They're 3-0 in region play. They've got another big region contest later this week, taking on Drew of Atlanta. Passing ahead as Cedartown will lose it out of bounds. Trion will throw it in. Trion in region play, they knocked off Bowden 2-0. They beat Mount Zion in overtime 1-0 and then beat Armurchie 2-0. They've won 3 in a row after a 1-5 start to the season. They've gotten hot at the right time. Can Cedartown cool them off a bit here in this non-region contest? Passing on the far side, a header from Trion. Cedartown gets it back. An off-balance shot will not go in there from Esdras Reynoso.
And here's some good news. The sun is almost behind the trees here.
Go, go, go.
Yes.
We have cooked up here in this press box.
And it hasn't been that warm today. We've only been in the mid-60s, but the sun has anybody who's ever been up in the press box, especially at this time of the year, boy, it's cooking.
Around midfield, a couple of headers. It's going to be taken over by Cedartown. It's Gomez, the senior, with it. Back over to Trion for just a moment. CHS back to it. On the run, either side trying to catch up to it. Cedartown will let it roll out of bounds off of Cesar Molina. The Bulldogs, coached by head coach Stuart Morse in his first year, taking over the boys program after being head coach of the girls program. He's helped by Joe Levinson, the assistant coach, and Lori Thompson, the trainer. Good steal there by Trion, but Cedartown will take back over. The speed of this Bulldogs team is what you've got to look out for. In this region, that's what you can expect with teams like Southeast Whitfield, Northwest Whitfield, but it can help you when you're playing a team that maybe hasn't played those caliber teams. Trion has played quite a few tough teams themselves. They played Christian Heritage and Calhoun and LFO and Kahula Creek, but Cedartown's been battle-tested as well coming into this one.
They really have, and Trion will.
Yeah, Trion with a goal kick here. They're just going to invite a teammate to come up and send it away. On one hop, off the head of a Trion defender. Back over to Cedartown. Not slowing down the attack at all. Again, trying to get it to the sophomore Stephen Cruz, just barely missing him. And if they can find the right pass, he's going to find the net. A soft kick from Cedartown. Getting around the 20-yard line, if you will, here at the football stadium. It rolls out, and that'll be a throw-in here for CHS. Alex Gomez, the senior, here on senior night. He'll give it in to Selfie Escalante, another senior for Cedartown. Right towards the center of the box. Driving inside around a couple of defenders. Lobs one back outside. This is Escalante with it. Escalante with a cross. To the back line, a header, and it just misses.
That'd have been something, wouldn't it? A header into the net, but just not quite on line there, and it'll go back over to the Trion Bulldogs.
We've seen some pretty plays so far from the Cedartown team. Just a great job there on the cross. You imagine on a cross it's going to be around the first couple of players who get near it, but instead Cedartown drawing it up for the back player and left undefended that time, just barely missing that header. Good crowd on hand here at CHS, Andrew, for this senior night matchup between Cedartown and Trion. Had the senior night festivities in between games, and it's great to hear the names of all these seniors and you know what they plan on doing in life and what they've enjoyed about playing soccer over the course of their years here at Cedartown. Another shot, this one off target, rolls slowly to the goalkeeper, and Trion has it again. He sends it around midfield. It's going to roll for a bit as Cedartown will pick it up about a quarter of the way away from their goal. Back over to Trion. This is Jose Mateo with it, the sophomore. Now on the outside, back over to Chalel. They pass inside for Harris, the senior, and he has it stolen away. It's Alex Gomez. Gomez with a lead pass for Cesar Molina. Down the field, Trion will jump in the way of a Cedartown pass, and then the visiting Bulldogs have it. Trion attacking on the far side, looking to get it open for a striker, but Cedartown with a heads-up play to clear it away and kick it almost completely out of the stadium.
26-10 to play here in the first half. Still nil on both sides of the scoreboard.
They'll throw it in here. It goes into Julio Castaneda, the sophomore. It's going to roll out the back line. That'll be a goal kick here for Maldonado. Maldonado, a very tall, athletic goalkeeper, just what you want to have to put near that net because he's so tall, so athletic, he can jump so well. You're not going to get it over him. You're going to have a perfect shot to get it past him. Maldonado with the place kick. He'll send it over past midfield where it'll be picked up by Escalante. Leads one inside, looking for Stephen Cruz. A battle for the ball, and it's cleared out of bounds. That one off of a Trion defender. I think that might have been Collier Gable. Cedartown gets it back in bounds. They pass towards Gomez. Now coming near side, they'll look for Selfie Escalante. crossing inside. Kicks it off the back of his foot. They get it in the box, but Trion clears it away. Back to Cedartown it goes. The hometown Bulldogs, they've been in possession the majority of this game. Trion will spin around. They pass down the field. They miss their open target, but the Cedartown defender misses as well. It'll roll all the way to Maldonado. The junior will pick it up. Take a few steps to his left, and he'll throw one as far as he can. Pretty good toss that time. Goes back over to Trion, though. It's Chalel holding it. Chalel, the senior midfielder. The junior midfielder. Passes over. They'll back it up. Here's Johnny Vasquez. Tries to drop one inside the box, but it's going to be picked up by Maldonado. No score here between Cedartown and Trion on senior night at Cedartown Memorial Stadium, Doc Ayers Field. Remember to join us tomorrow for Cedartown baseball. The Bulldogs at home taking on Pickens as a stoppage of play is called. Going to be a foul against Trion. First pitch tomorrow at CHS, scheduled for 5:30 p.m. as the Bulldogs and the Dragons will square off for the first of a 3-game set this week. Cedartown kicks it away, but it lands right in the lap of a Trion Bulldog. They'll run it down the field. A collision. Not enough to get a foul call. Cedartown has it back. They'll get it over to Reynoso. He has it knocked away. Goes all the way back to Gomez, the senior. Tries to pass ahead. Too far ahead. It rolls out, and Trion has it. Chalel to throw it in. Pass midfield. Too high of a pass. A header from Cedartown. The Bulldogs have it right around midfield. Standing near that C logo at midfield from the football season. Looks to his right. He'll pass over to Selfie Escalante. Selfie inside trying to get it to Cruz. Cruz will keep it from going out. Looks for a cross and would have been an amazing kick. That time it was Ulysses Vail, the senior. Just couldn't make contact there. Now Trion on the run. They had numbers, but they lose it out of bounds. Andrew, they almost drew it up perfectly that time.
That was so close to being an ESPN kind of play there, but not quite that time.
Would have taken a miracle kick to get it in, but a great job by Cruz just to keep it from going out. Escalante here on the outside has his defender on skates. He'll pass over. Gets it to Reynoso. Now to Gomez. The midfielders here for Cedartown. They kick it inside. It goes off of Trion and out of bounds. So now a goal kick. It went out the back line. Not a goal kick. Check that. A corner kick here for Cedartown. First corner looked pretty good. Almost had a header from the backside. We'll see what Cedartown can do here, trying to break the tie in half number one. The corner is sent. A header. Trying to get it away. They keep the play going, kicking it straight up. Another header. Cedartown trying to get it closer to the goal. It drops in. It's going to be picked up. A collision as Stephen Cruz is sent to the ground. It rolls out of bounds, and that will be Cedartown ball. They throw it in for Gomez, the senior, looking to get him involved here in his last home game at Doc Ayers Field. Taken over again by Trion. This defense is stingy. They've played their best soccer as of late, and they're keeping it alive right here. Stephen Cruz, though, the fleet-footed sophomore, gets around two defenders. Unfortunately, he passes over to Selfie Escalante and just has it roll out of bounds.
21 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the half.
Cedartown back with it. That is until Trion rips it away. Went over to Johnny Vasquez for a moment, then Cedartown has it back. They go inside the box. Cruz is there, and they're just able to clear it away. Great play defensively for Trion as Cedartown had a chance. Rolls out. It's going to be a corner kick here for the Bulldogs, but man, oh man, this has been an entertaining first half. It's not letting up at all.
No, it's not. Unfortunate that it wasn't able to go in, but Cedartown will have another corner kick chance here to maybe try to get a good open shot.
Been a couple of good looks for Cedartown as the corner is sent. A header straight up in the air, drops inside, close towards the goal. Kicked again, and it'll be out of harm's way here for Trion as Stephen Cruz takes it over for Cedartown. Gets around the defender, no. Good steal for the Bulldogs in blue and white. They'll kick it way past midfield. Caught up to by Cesar Molina. He'll turn it around in the right direction, but then Trion has it back going their way. Tries to keep it from going out of bounds, but Camden Harris will have to watch it roll out as Cedartown throws it in. Harris a little slow getting back to the field of play as he ran as hard as he could. Now Cedartown has numbers. Fortunately, a good play by the Trion defense keeps it slowed down enough to get Camden Harris back in the field of play. Stephen Cruz around midfield. Passes over to Reynoso. Now inside for Escalante. Winry Escalante now over to Cruz. Back on the outside. They get it to Reynoso. Reynoso. Defense on him like glue. Gets past him. Reynoso now driving inside. Around another defender. He still has it. Has a chance for a cross here. They're going to say he stepped out. And a goal kick opportunity here for Trion as Cedartown has another scoring opportunity that just doesn't go in.
19 minutes to go here in the half, and it's been a defensive stalemate, back and forth, back and forth. Dogs, as you mentioned before, Cedartown has had some chances, but nothing has gone in yet for CHS.
Kick on the run from Trion, and a very nice one. Goes about 45 yards down the field, 55 yards maybe. Bicycle kick there from Cedartown behind them. They'll pass over to Escalante. Way down the field. They'll retreat. Cedartown still looking for their first score of this game. No score defenses have stood out as the Cedartown and Trion offense have tried to maintain an up-tempo style of play. Both defenses have really shut down any scoring opportunities to this point. Camden Harris has it for Trion. Goes off of the shoulder of a Cedartown player, and the Bulldogs back with it. That's Henry Velasquez, the sophomore defender. Coming near side, Eduardo Lopez holds it for the first time today. They'll pass ahead for Escalante. Cutting to his left, weaving around a couple of defenders. Passes ahead, trying to get it that time to Ulysses Vail, but it rolls out, and Trion will throw it in. Cedartown 7-6 on the year, Trion 4-5. Bulldogs trying to avoid getting back to 500, while Trion's trying to get to 500 here. Stephen Cruz loses the handle on it. Trion has it, and now they're on the run on the far side of the field. He cuts around the first defender, passes ahead, and might be offsides here. They're going to say it's not. A sliding tackle will see it roll out of bounds, and Cedartown will throw it in. They get it into number 23. That's Alex Gomez, the senior. One of just a few seniors on this team for Cedartown. Like the girls' squad, very, very young team. A lot of underclassmen starting. Around midfield, it's Gomez. Tries to pass inside for Cruz. It's knocked away by Trion. A lot of contacts, but from both sides, nothing called. Trion holds it again. Here's Jose Mateo, the sophomore. He'll stop, pass it back to a teammate. He's trapped. Nothing he can do with it. They'll give off to Chilel, and Chilel has it roll out of bounds. Selfie Escalante, the senior, throws it in. He finds Reynoso, back to Escalante, but it's run out of bounds once more by Chilel. Eduardo Lopez, the sophomore defender, will throw it in here. A nice toss. Good job to have a header give it back to Stephen Cruz, a high kick, and this one soars out of bounds past the track. Bulldogs kneel here in this clash of two Bulldogs, Trion and Cedartown. Past midfield, it's Cesar Molina with it, the junior. He'll give a head on the far side. Cutting towards the center of the field, trying to find the right lane. He'll back it up for Alex Gomez around 30 yards from the goal. Giving it inside towards the center. They're inside the box. Escalante with a chance, but it's wide. Logan Maddox and Andrew Carter with you here on the Big AA WGAA Radio, on Facebook Live, and on the NFHS Network. We thank you for joining us here on this Monday evening in Cedartown. We've got quite a few more CHS broadcasts this week as the baseball team is at home tomorrow. They're on the road on Friday up in Jasper at Pickens. Cedartown has it as we're back in play off that kick. They give it over to Reynoso. Esdras Reynoso on the outside. Darts to his left. Comes in and too hard of a pass. It bounces off the teammate. They'll try to reset the offense. Escalante holds it. The sophomore midfielder passing back outside. They'll get it to Reynoso. Over to Gomez. Gomez back and forth, and Ryan Chalel there. He'll run it out. He'll kick it out of bounds. This is going to be number 21, Eduardo Lopez, to throw it in, as Cedartown has a couple of subs. We'll try to let you know who they are. They are going to bring out Esdras Reynoso and Marinri Escalante. Looks like number 7 coming in, Dennis Gomez, the sophomore. Can't quite see the other number. We'll let you know as soon as we can find out. Out of bounds again. This will be Trion ball. I think that's number 17, Neri Juarez, the sophomore in there. Then a sub checking in for Trion as well. They'll bring off number 6, Jose Mateo. In his place, it will be number 42, Eli Hudgens, the senior. Trion goes for the long ball that time. Instead, Cedartown's defensive line will take over. They pass ahead. Cutting inside, but stolen by Trion. They give it over to Hudgens. Scoop kick, and then a header. Lands on the chest of a Trion Bulldog. He'll pass on the far side. They have a chance. Cedartown trying to cut it out, and they will. They'll kick it out of bounds. Accidentally tripped up the Trion offensive player on the far side. That's the senior Brock Corbin.
It was a great play there to keep that momentum to shut it down right there for Trion. Cedartown able to knock it out of bounds and then get control back.
Kicked out of bounds again, this time by Cesar Molina, the defender. Giving it inside, it's going to roll out. That'll be, let's see, Cedartown ball, I do believe, and it will. They give in to Molina, almost a bad play. He just has to kick it out of bounds. Fortunately for him, it went off of a Trion player and was deflected out of bounds, so Cedartown has it back. They give it in on the run to Alex Gomez, the senior, trying to break this stalemate here on senior night. Eli Hudgens, blazing fast, runs down the field, almost catches up to it. Trion back with it. They'll give one down the field. Cedartown racing for it. And Eduardo Lopez will catch up to it. Turns around and clears it way out of bounds. But it touched the Trion player first. Or did it? It did. Cedartown has it. Right around 12 minutes to play here in half number 1. Still no score between Cedartown and Trion here in the Bulldog Bowl on senior night. They back it up for Hudgens. Hudgens has a kick, and that one goes out of bounds off of him. Cedartown back with it. Both Trion and Cedartown with a lot of fans showing out and coming out here on senior night. Of course, Trion, they still have a few games left, as do the Bulldogs of CHS. Cedartown on the run on the far sideline. They apply the brakes, but it's stolen by Trion. Great defense that time by number 11, Julio Castaneda. Turns around, passes off. Castaneda in the backside. Trion just cleared out of bounds and makes Cedartown throw it in.
11-10 to play in the half, and still no score. It's been a defensive battle once again. Just very similar to the girls' game. It was just a defensive stalemate for most of the first half.
Cedartown finally got a score. Around 20 minutes left in that first half. This one, we've been scoreless quite a bit longer. Trion with it. Racing down the field. They'll give it off to Corbin. Passes inside. Maldonado will take charge, and he'll kick it off of his teammate, and it rolls out of bounds. He was trying to clear it away that time, and Cesar Molina, the junior, was coming up to help out.
Very lucky that it did go out of bounds. Had it not gone, it had gone to a Trion player, he'd have been undefended all the way to the goal.
Yeah, and that was number 35 racing down the field. Don't have his number on the roster listed on Max Preps, but good placement. Good awareness, because if he realizes if something bad happens, like a deflection that goes to him, that's an easy goal. Cedartown fortunate to still be scoreless here. Bulldogs passing down the field, Trion cutting it off. In the early stages of this game, it was a lot as a goal is saved there from Maldonado, jumps high in the air, and the junior tips it over. It's just about to say there, Andrew, that in the early stages of this game, it felt like it was all Cedartown on offense, racing down the field. Now Trion is starting to turn the tides a bit.
I'll tell you, and that one kind of snuck up on us too. It was just kind of a shot from beyond. There's a corner kick.
Cedartown will clear it away just momentarily. Trion hops back on it. They come inside, but then it's cleared out once more. Trion looking to place one perfectly in the box, just not able to there. Cedartown passing on the outside to Selfie Escalante. Jukes around the defender. Has a lot of green grass in the middle of the field. He'll pass over for Alex Gomez. Down the field again, trying to get it to Stephen Cruz, and it's been the story of this game. If you can cleanly get it to Cruz, you're probably going to have some points. Escalante almost getting a steal there. They'll pass on the outside to Hudgens. Stolen again by Cedartown. Back over to Selfie Escalante, but he passes directly to a Trion defender. Hudgens with it, a high pass. Jumped in the way of by Dennis Gomez. Trion looking down the field. Goes on the outside again. No score between Cedartown and Trion, as just have a few minutes left here in the first half.
8:23 to be precise.
A shot well off the mark that time from Dennis Gomez, the sophomore. Trying to make an impact there. Bends over in frustration as it's missed.
Beautiful evening here. The sun is set, and we've got the orange sky and the out to the west from our view here, and it's just a perfect night to play. Temperatures today were in the upper 60s, mid to upper 60s, and the chill starting to fall over the field right now.
Sent away in the box by Trion. That's a really nice kick. It's going to roll for a bit before Cedartown takes over, but they pass directly to a Trion player. That's Chalel with it. Backs it up. Cedartown has it again. Here's Neri Juarez. Passing on the far side, now towards the middle, and again Trion with an interception of a Cedartown pass. Tell me if you've heard that before.
Like a broken record in this game.
They have had Stephen Cruz covered, that's for sure. They got the scouting report. Back on the outside go the Trion Bulldogs. They'll back it up. They've been in Cedartown side of the field quite a bit here in the second portion of the first half, as Maldonado will pick it up. Underhand toss over to Eduardo Lopez. Lopez with a calculated kick on the far side of the field. A header from Cedartown. The goalie is out of the box. Can Cruz get to it? No, Trion will run it out of bounds. That'll be a corner, and that is a very, very smart play by the defender for Trion.
Yeah, because if he doesn't do that, goal was left undefended, wide open. Cedartown had a chance to get it to the goal, but now a corner kick coming.
Again, we thank you for joining us here on the Big Double A on Facebook Live and on the NFHS Network as the corner kick is cleared away by Trion. No score here in the boys' senior night contest, still in the first half. The Lady Bulldogs with a 4-1 win over Trion. It was a 1-1 tie at halftime. 3 goals in the second half for Cedartown. 2 goals apiece for Maritza Segura and Tanya Tomas. Cedartown has it. They give it over to Velasquez on the outside. Trying to break away from the Bulldog defense, not able to. He passes now for Juarez. Juarez racing down the field, stops at the back line, keeps it in, looks for a cross. He has Cruz down there, but again, blocked perfectly. Good defense there. And I wish we had the correct roster for Trion, because a number 19 that we don't have on the Max Preps roster, he is showing out covering Stephen Cruz.
5:33 to play here in the half, and still no score.
Corner kick here for the Bulldogs, trying to break this scoreless tie. A header, a good save, though, by the goalie for Trion.
That is quite a save there, and he was able to stop it, but then it fell down in front of him. He was able to keep it in front of him, after he lost the handle for a moment. But a great save there for the Trion goalie.
That was a header from Leonardo Segura, and the sophomore almost just a better save there by the Trion goalkeeper. The goalkeeper for Trion, we do believe, is Yorley Gonzalez, the senior. Driving one inside, and another good catch of a cross attempt by the goalkeeper for Trion. We'll look out for the number as he sends it away. It's around midfield. Cedartown back with it on the outside. Going towards the outside part of the field now, on the far side. Bulldogs will pass one in for Escalante. Shot attempt is blocked. Goes back out towards the corner of the box. Cedartown will stop with it. Pass. Defenders everywhere for Trion. Somehow Cedartown sneaks one inside here on the near side. The shot is blocked. Sent back out of there. Winry Escalante takes it over. A shot from straight away, and it's in. Alex Gomez, the senior on senior night. Straight away, but outside of the box, and the Bulldogs are on top 1-0.
You know, that came from nowhere, out of nowhere, and he's able to get that one in with several defenders in front. The Bulldogs ahead 1-0 here late in the first half.
And it was one of those perfectly drawn-up plays where everything had to be perfect. The defenders were scattered everywhere, but I think it kind of held back the goalkeeper's view a bit there, Andrew.
It did.
Nobody made contact, so it was just a soft shot that snuck in past the goalkeeper, and the Dogs are on top 1-0.
Almost like a screen, you know, like a screen of the goalkeeper able to get that one going. Inside 4 minutes to play, 1-0 Dogs. That's Cedartown Bulldogs.
Cedartown has it on the outside. It's Segura again. Goes for Gomez, back to Segura. Right around midfield. Leonardo Segura, the sophomore. Cuts around a defender. He's on the run around the 25-yard line. Around another defender. Still going, but a kick is way high. The field goal's good, but the kick is no good. And Maldonado in the goal, holding up both hands for Cedartown, saying the field goal was good. Laughing it off there in the box. Bulldogs 1, Trion nothing here in half number 1 at CHS. Cedartown back in action tomorrow on the road. The soccer team heading to Heritage Catoosa, a huge region matchup up in Ringgold. Cedartown can't quite make the playoffs this year. They're 1-4 in region play, Andrew, but you'd love to spoil someone's season.
No doubt about it. And Heritage Catoosa is one of those few schools out there that I believe have their own soccer field separate from their football field.
Cedartown would love to knock them off and upset them as another scoring opportunity for Cedartown. They drive inside for Stephen Cruz, but it's cleared out of there by Trion. Cedartown has 3 matchups left. They're on the road again at Heritage tomorrow. On Thursday, they travel to Adairsville. And then on April 13th, their last regular season game in Dallas against Paulding County. This is their last game at home, but still quite a few opportunities to check them out on the road this year. This is a very talented team, as are the girls. That one off of Eli Hudgens and out of bounds. Cedartown to toss it in.
And not to mention that, you mentioned the youngness of this team. They're going to be great for years to come.
That's Selfie Escalante with it. He'll pass over to Henry Escalante. On the left side of the field, Cedartown back with it. Leonardo Segura. He'll stop, pop, pass back behind him. Trying to find the right lane against this talented Trion defense. Trion kicks it back and clears it away. It stays with Cedartown.
1:27 to go.
A high arching kick from the Bulldogs. Drops in right in front of the senior Alex Gomez. He'll look near side. Passes off to number 8. That's again Selfie Escalante. To Velasquez. Now here's Stephen Cruz inside, and the goalie saves it.
Oh, man, what a save.
Just pops away from number 6, the striker, Stephen Cruz. And if the sophomore gets a good look like that again, he might make it 2-0. Great save there by the goalie. Dancing around a bit as Eduardo Lopez has it. Dekes out the defender.
Inside a minute to play at 45 seconds.
Bulldogs in the red and black, trying to keep it alive here. Same uniform combos as the girls' game, Trion in the road white and blue, Cedartown in the home red and blacks. That one is going to result in a foul, I do believe. And a free kick here from Trion. Sent away on the far side and taken over by Cedartown. The Bulldogs with the numbers. Not much time left here in the first half, though.
15 seconds.
They give it over to Segura. Can they get a buzzer beater? Doesn't. Well, that'll happen as it's ran out of bounds. It'll go over to Cedartown, but not much time left as the clock keeps ticking. They'll throw it in. It'll drop once, hits twice. Cedartown has it right at the corner of the box, kicked away, and that takes us to halftime. The Bulldogs with a 1-0 lead here at the midway point thanks to a goal from the senior, Alex Gomez. It's Senior Night Soccer, Cedartown and Trion. You're listening to CHS Soccer here on the Big Double A. We'll step aside and come back after this word from our sponsors.
Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660. Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100, and all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
And we're back here on the Big Double A, halftime of the boys' senior night matchup. Cedartown leading Trion 1-0 after a big goal from Alex Gomez, the senior. They're late in that first half, Andrew, coming through from straight away just outside of the box. Just a soft little grounder that snuck in and found the net.
How exciting that was, too. It was after most of that first half where it just kept – it was like which side of the which Bulldogs was going to strike first. You know, Trion had a few opportunities. Cedartown had quite a few opportunities slip through their fingers in that first half, but the Dogs were able to get that one in there and lead 1-0 over the Trion Bulldogs on their senior night. And I'll tell you, this is a fun team to watch. It is nonstop action for anyone who thinks that soccer is boring, and you just need to come out here and watch these guys run back and forth on the field. I get exhausted just looking at it myself.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. These guys have put in a lot of hard work, countless hours, during the winter working out, getting conditioned. And you got to give a lot of credit to the coaching staff. Head coach Stuart Morris and the assistant coach Joe Levinson, they really had the guys ready to compete this year. And it's saying something when you're this late in the season, you're saying, wow, Cedartown's getting better each and every week with this young team. We talked about some of the seniors on the squad, and as we did for the girls, we'll go ahead and just read off all the seniors. But, again, this is still a young team. A lot of starting sophomores and freshmen and a few juniors mixed in there. But the seniors here on the Bulldogs roster, the ones who celebrated senior night just before they went out there to take on Trion, include number 8, Selfie Escalante, number 9, Ulysses Valle. You've also got number 16, Wilmar Velasquez, and then number 23, Alex Gomez. So we mentioned how the girls' team was young. This boys' team's even younger. They've got even fewer seniors than the girls have, but they've had a very, very impressive year. 7-6 on the season. Tough region. 1-4. They tried to hold their own in a couple of those region contests. They lost 2-1 to Central, a game that, looking back, it's one that they feel they probably should have won down in Carrollton.
Right.
They only lost 5-1 to Southeast Whitfield, one of the state powers. They did lose 10-0 to Northwest Whitfield, and they lost 3-1 to Pickens, another game that they could have won had some things go the other way. But they followed it up. They didn't get dejected after that loss by Pickens. They turned around. They knocked off Ridgeland. And you want to win these region games just to teach these young guys what you've got to do to win these region games in a tough region like this. So taking on Trion, a team that maybe is not quite as tough as some of those Northwest Whitfield, Southeast Whitfield squads, but a very talented and disciplined Trion squad that we're seeing play Cedartown tonight. Bulldogs still finding out a lot about themselves and trying to warm up a bit and see if they can get a win tonight before they head up to Ringgold and take on Heritage Catoosa tomorrow.
It'll be a big test tomorrow, but the Bulldogs of Cedartown High School lead 1-0 here at half, and we're just a few minutes away from the start of the second half. So we're before we break away, our next broadcast of Cedartown High School sports will be tomorrow as Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball is back home, and we are so thankful that we're back home after the devastation of the storm damage from last week. Chris McKelvey shared a very revealing picture to us. It was a picture of the trees right in front of the West Side Gym, and it was last week's picture when he was here for a game, and then today, half of those beautiful pine trees that cover the West Side Gym, and I'll just pan the camera over there, and you can see it kind of there. They're gone. I mean, it is a view that we're not used to seeing here, but damage to the Cedartown baseball facilities, including the first base dugout, that's the visitors' dugout, and also the netting and the poles that support the netting and the backstop. But a huge effort was made Sunday and over the weekend to repair the field, and it's ready to go for next week tomorrow, with the exception of the first base dugout, which is going to have to be reconstructed. But regardless, it could have been a lot worse, and we're so glad that we're finally back home. We're going to take a break and come back as we continue the second half. A 1-0 lead for the Cedartown Bulldogs over the Trion Bulldogs on senior night. We'll return after this.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Pete State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Along with Logan Maddox, I'm Andrew Carter here from Cedartown Memorial Stadium, Doc Ayers Field. Cedartown leads 1-0, 1-0 over the Trion Bulldogs in the senior night game. We're about ready to start the second half. Logan, what do you look for in this second half? I know it's kind of hard to judge because that first half was such a defensive grudge match. You mentioned the up-tempo of the beginning of that half. What do you see for the beginning of the second half?
Well, I think if you're Coach Morris, you want to keep that up-tempo nature going because that's what created so many scoring opportunities for Cedartown in that first half. But at the same time, you've got to be realistic, and you've got a region game tomorrow. If you keep the guys going full throttle here in the second half, is that going to wear them down? Are they going to be exhausted for tomorrow's matchup? First things first, you want to win this game, but you do have to think about that as well. You've got 3 matches this week, on the road tomorrow, and then on the road on Thursday, playing Heritage Catoosa on Tuesday and Adairsville later this week.
At the same time, though, you want to win the game for the seniors, and I know that's certainly part of what the thinking is. And we'll have the kick to start here at the middle of the field as the Cedartown Bulldogs lead 1-0 here in this senior night game.
Alex Gomez, the senior, with the only goal of this matchup so far. Trion starting it out, kicking all the way back to the defensive line. Stephen Cruz, the sophomore, applying pressure. They send it away, and Cedartown takes over just past midfield. They get it towards number 2, Leonardo Segura. Now trying to take over that time, Selfie Escalante. Instead, it rolls to Trion. They're turning around, trying to be on the attack mode. Didn't see many scoring opportunities for Trion in that first half. That was a mix of Cedartown's defense being great and also Cedartown's offense just keeping the ball on the Trion side of the field. Cutting away from a man, that's Winry Escalante. Now passing over to Reynoso. Backing it up towards the out-of-bounds line. They'll pass over to number 8, Selfie Escalante. On the outside, it's Winry Escalante. Across, blocked away by the goalie and just able to get out of harm's way, and that was a heads-up play because number 6, Stephen Cruz, was right there. Trying back with it, backing it up here on the outside. They give it over to number 2, that's Leonardo Segura. Now back on the outside, trying to get it to Selfie Escalante, the senior. Has it cut off and taken away by Julio Castaneda of Trion. Cedartown 1, Trion 0. Starting the second half here at CHS, Doc Ayers Field. Remember that the first home track meet of the season will take place on Thursday, as Cedartown will have a middle school and high school meet hosting Rockmart. Action starts around 4:15 p.m. right here at CHS. Admission $5. Make sure to come out and watch some of the great track and field athletes in the state, all here in Polk County.
You know, Cedartown produced a very talented track and field athlete several years ago who's doing great things at Kennesaw State right now.
Yeah, Tyler Blaylock graduated back in 2017. I believe he's shot put over at Kennesaw State, maybe discus, but he is
breaking school records.
Yeah,
shot put. Yeah,
winning conference records, and of course you've also got a cross country runner at Point University. Name escapes me at the moment. Elijah Pace. There you
go.
Yeah,
Eli.
Yeah, he was a great track and field specialist as well, but
great basketball player too.
You're absolutely right. Ended up going for cross country over at Point. Soccer going on here as Cedartown drives inside in the box. They'll pass over for Cruz, but it's cleared away by Trion. And it'll roll for a bit out of bounds.
And we don't say cleared away in a small way. We say cleared away that was just about knocked to the baseball field.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They wanted to leave no doubt whatsoever, and they were kicking it away. They were sending it out of harm's way for a moment. Now Trion driving towards their own box. They're going to now switch sides of the field. Coming near side, giving it over to Brock Corbin, the senior. Hudgens over there with it as it's kicked up and out of bounds. That one from Selfie Escalante, the senior. They'll throw it in. It goes to Corbin. He'll stop, pass ahead. Leonardo Segura in the area. They get it to Hudgens, goes for a cross. It'll roll right over to Mario Maldonado. If the wing is running a little bit harder there for Trion, there might be a golden opportunity there, but instead it rolls right to Maldonado. Towards midfield, Cedartown on defense as Trion has it. They're going to back it up to Castaneda. Now passing over to Gable. Past midfield, they apply the brakes, trying to get away from a defender. He's double teamed now. Cedartown's defense not slowing down at all here in half number 2. They'll jump in the way of a try and pass, but it goes right back to the visiting Bulldogs. Out on the far side, Cedartown and Trion fighting for it. It looks like it rolled out, and that'll be Cedartown ball. Bulldogs looking for an insurance goal here. Only up by 1 right now. 1-0 after a score from Alex Gomez in the first half. Segura has it. He'll pass over. They try to pass it down the field looking for number 10, Esdras Reynoso, but overshoots him, and it goes back over to Trion. On the left side, looking for the far side striker, but it rolls out the back line, and a goal kick coming up here for Mario Maldonado. We're back at it here on the Big AA tomorrow as Cedartown baseball going to be taking on Pickens at home, 5:30 p.m. first pitch. They'll hit the road on Friday and head to Jasper to take on Pickens for a doubleheader.
Into the 5th minute here in the second half, 1-0 lead for Cedartown.
Kicked straight in the air that time for Trion. Drops behind both players fighting for position to get to it. Cedartown looking to clear it away, and that's going to be a foul called. That foul will be issued against number 13, Camden Harris, the senior forward from Trion. Cedartown kicking it away. Off of Eli Hudgens. Rolls for a bit, gets over to Brian Chalel. Ahead for Corbin. A header from Corbin now, and goes over to Segura. Leonardo Segura passing on the right side, right towards the center of the field. They get it over to number 11. That's Winry Escalante. Escalante around the first defender. Right towards the out-of-bounds line. What a move there on the far side from Cedartown. He'll stop, cut around another defender. Right on the outside of that box. I believe that's Ulysses Vail with it. Quick feet from the senior. Rolls out, stays with Cedartown. He'll throw it into Cruz. Cruz is bumped into a lot of contact.
A ton of contact, almost a tackle.
They're going to say it went out of bounds. It'll be a corner here for Cedartown. Went out off of Trion. Well, the visiting Bulldog defense, they're not going to make things easy. Corner is sent in from Escalante. Drops in, but cleared away by Trion. Goes to the edge of the box, and it's Brock Corbin with it. He'll pass all the way down the field. Cedartown will take over. They'll try to back it up. He'll turn around, kick it ahead. That was from Cesar Molina. Goes over to Leonardo Segura. He and Alex Gomez will double team a defender, but it still stays with Trion. They pass on the right side. Maldonado comes up and kicks it away. Out of harm's way that time, but he did have a clear net. Dangerous play, but it works out for Cedartown. This time it's going to roll out all the way down the field. We're on the Trion side now, and Trion will throw it in. This toss in will come from number 32. That's Reese Wallen, the senior. Deflected off that pass in. Cedartown trying to take over about a quarter of the way past midfield into Trion territory. They'll back it up. A high pass here on the near side. Right towards the center. They have Cruz in the area. Instead, they're going to pass here on the outside to Segura. Segura, the defender. He'll cut around on the far side. Hudgens there in defense. Segura being pushed a bit. He'll go for Gomez. Too far of a pass, but Cedartown cleans it up. Coming near side, it's Reynoso. Reynoso, the junior. He'll stop. Good defense by Eli Hudgens, and he'll take it over. And Hudgens, with all the speed in the world, tries to pass for Brock Corbin, but it leads him too far out of bounds. Cedartown back with it. It's Leonardo Segura. Passes ahead, almost stolen by Trion, but Cedartown will have it. A shot from way far away and wasn't missed by too much, but off target.
Really strong kick that time, but yeah, you're right. It was quite a bit off target, and goalkeeper actually will let one of his guys kick it toward the center of the field.
Nice crowd on hand here at CHS. No fans on the visiting side. A few Trion fans have come and sat on the Cedartown side. We hear some mixed emotions after every call, after every stoppage of play, as there are Trion fans just below us. Foul called against Trion. Cedartown has it. Free kick here for the home Bulldogs, who lead 1-0. They'll try to send it towards the box. The free kick is sent away. A beautiful kick deflected by the goalie. Trion keeps it alive, and I mean, that was a perfect free kick there. You couldn't have asked for anything better. Just a good read by the goalie. If he overshoots it, that one's going in the net.
30 minutes to play, and still a 1-0 lead for Cedartown. You'd like to have more if you're the Cedartown Bulldogs here.
Trion lobs one way downfield. It goes over to Leonardo Segura. Now on the right side, they'll pass it to the sophomore Eduardo Lopez. Coming inside, his kick, it looked more like a cross than a shot, but it rolls in and rolls out of bounds. So a goal kick here for Trion.
It got past everybody and goes away, and now Trion will kick it once more.
The goal kick coming up from the sophomore Julio Castaneda, a very talented defender and midfielder here for Trion. He's had a nice second season. Sends it away. Deflected there from Trion. Cedartown takes it over. Cutting on the outside. This is Henry Escalante. Around two defenders. Can he get a good cross here? He has Cruz in the area, and he's defended well by Trion. They were ready for it. It's outside of the box. Cedartown back with it. A shot, and it's just wide of the goal that time. Again, Cedartown with an opportunity and just not missing by much. It's what we saw in that first half, Andrew, but eventually you're going to have something go in.
Yeah, something's got to give at some point. Cedartown has had multiple opportunities. There's a line drive kick.
It's going to drop around midfield. Cedartown will take over. Spinning around is Leonardo Segura. Passes, but it's stolen by Trion. They come on the outside, but too far for Brock Corbin, the senior. Quick, but not fast enough to catch up to that one. I'm not sure who is. Goes into Gomez, the senior, with the game's only goal. He's been the difference in this one. Passes over to Reynoso, now backing it up. Again, giving it off to Selfie Escalante. Reynoso gets around the defender. He has Selfie right in front of him. He'll cut on the outside. They'll try to reset this offense. Over to Gomez. Looks for Selfie, and it's stolen by Trion. Pass was offline by a bit. It goes over to Henry Escalante. A battle for the ball, and Trion wins it, but they pass it out of bounds, and Cedartown will throw it in. It'll be the sophomore defender Leonardo Segura with the honors here. As a few subs check in for Cedartown. Not a ton of time left here in this game, Andrew.
Yeah, 27-25 to play. It's really, this half has really gone by quick because there really haven't been that many stops, and it's just been just nonstop back and forth. Still plenty of time though for Trion to score one. The Bulldogs would love to get an extra one here, Cedartown that is, to give them some insurance.
We'll name the subs off here in just a moment as Alex Gomez comes in, or he's been in there. He has it just outside the box. Trion takes it over, and they'll clear it out of harm's way. Those subs include the freshman Jonathan Cordero, the sophomore Drake Roblero out there for Cedartown, and then also the sophomore Robert Vasquez. Trion has it into Cedartown territory for the first time in what feels like an hour. Cedartown has had it on the other side of the field this entire match almost. Drive it down inside again to Cedartown, but Trion takes it up past midfield. Rolls for a bit. It's picked up by Henry Velasquez. Passes down the field, but a foul will be called. Cedartown 1, Trion 0. Here on senior night, Bulldogs and Bulldogs. Trion has it off the throw in from Cedartown. They try to pass it down the field as they have their striker open. Camden Harris just couldn't cleanly get it to him. It rolls out of bounds. Cedartown back with it. Here on the outside, they get it to Leonardo Segura. Center of the field now coming down near side. The goalie is out of the box, or out of the goal rather. They pass ahead, it goes to Eli Hudgens. Hudgens gives over to Brock Corbin. Leads one ahead. It'll be a one-hopper picked up by Mario Maldonado.
First action for him in quite some time.
Yeah, he has been fine back there. He has been cool as a cucumber. He's had no problem in the box for Cedartown. They pass on the outside. They give it off to Selfie Escalante. Now over to Leonardo Segura. Segura, nice move to get around a defender. The sophomore trying to get closer, but it's stolen again by Trion. That Bulldog defense just doing enough to keep it away from Cedartown. That was Jason Ramirez, the sophomore, with it. Passes down the field. It'll be kicked out of bounds by Cesar Molina, the junior defender, taking away that scoring opportunity. Two subs coming in, one for either side. We'll try to get you the number for Cedartown. Coming off is Henry Velasquez. They throw it in.
20, I believe.
In the corner, Trion has it. Ran out of bounds. Trion will throw it in. Still a scoring opportunity. And taken away that time by number 15, who we do not have on our roster for Cedartown. Oh, yes, we do. Miguel Ornelas, I suppose. Pass it ahead. This is number 20 with it. Vasquez. He'll back it up. It'll roll out of bounds. Cedartown 1, Trion 0 here at senior night as the clock continues to run, Andrew.
Yes, it does.
Around 23 minutes left to play in this one. Cedartown up by 1, but you'd love to add another goal to try to pull away a bit in this one. Rolls out again, and Trion will throw it in. This is Julio Castaneda. Long ball pass, a header off of Velasquez. Taken over again by the visiting Bulldogs. Around midfield, Cedartown will take back over. It goes over to Cordero, the freshman. On the run, Trion with their best offensive success so far, trying to get it inside. It's Camden Harris, the senior. He'll stop and back it up. Goes for a cross inside, goes to Corbin. Corbin will retreat. They'll get it around midfield now. Cutting upfield. Losing the handle on it. Giving back outside for Corbin. Ball on the ground, and Cedartown clears it away. Bulldogs on the run. Now, Andrew, we've talked about it in football, in baseball, and basketball. So many sets of brothers for Cedartown. No different, in terms of having siblings and cousins and family members on the same squad here on these soccer teams. So many familiar last names of players that are on the team now, of players who stood out years ago. It's definitely a family thing here for CHS soccer as well, and talented program that continues to build.
And it's going to continue to build because of the success we're seeing at the recreation level and at the middle school level. There's one that rolls out of bounds. With 22 minutes to go here in this contest, 1-0 lead for Cedartown here in the second half.
And the tempo is not really slowed down from either side, Andrew. It's just not a lot of success to be found. The defenses are starting to find out about each other. Trion is back in action on Thursday. The Bulldogs will host Drew Charter School in a region matchup. That's their last region game of the season. If they win it, they're region champions. As Cedartown has a chance going inside the box, but Trion will clear it away. Trion will have their last 2 games of the season on the 13th and 14th in a couple of weeks, as they'll take on Ridgeland at home for senior night, and then they'll travel to Lafayette on April 14th.
Season's just blown by, hasn't it?
Sure has. Feels like just yesterday was February, and we were all starting soccer season. And once again, we're here at senior night. It's hard to believe it.
And yet, and again, you have to remember, Logan and I are pretty foreign to playing soccer at all. But you think about the dedication it takes. You have to play soccer in really, really cold weather out here at night, sometimes with the wind blowing. And it can be, the weather can be really a challenge sometimes. Right now, the weather's pretty pleasant. It's down in the 50s right now, but beginning of the season, some of those nights get really cold.
It absolutely can. And, Andrew, that's part of the reason why we're doing this game, the dedication you mentioned. These kids putting their all into playing here at Doc Ayers Field. A few times a week in the terrible conditions, in February and March, and it starts getting a little better here in April, late March, I suppose, into April as Trion has it driving inside. But wanted to shout out these kids, and especially the seniors here on senior night, because it's a program, like we mentioned, that continues to blow up and build, and we just want to show our support to both the boys and girls programs as they're having their last home game of the season tonight.
No doubt about it, as the ball just continues to be knocked back and forth, just turned over to one side to the other here in these last few minutes.
Billman Lopez, the sophomore for Trion, just checked in a minute ago. He has it. It's stolen away by Cedartown. They pass ahead. Looking inside, Maldonado picks it up. It rolls into him, and he's fortunate that it does because Trion had a guy right down there. Would have been a prime opportunity to tie it up had Maldonado not been quick enough. But the junior said, don't worry, I got it. Looking for a lead pass inside. That would have gotten it to Cordero, but it's knocked away by Trion. They get it around midfield. Keeping it in the field of play is Eduardo Lopez. Lobs it way down the field. It rolls off of Jason Ramirez and out of bounds. So Cedartown has it.
That was a heck of a play there, keeping that in there, using his head to keeping it in bounds, and the Dogs will have the ball as a result.
Again, trying to pin it deep. Here are the Bulldogs. They almost steal it away from Billman Lopez. A freshman, Jonathan Cordero, falls to the field as he got juked away that time by Trion. They'll retreat, and it feels like it's just a game of keep away here for Trion. And if you're Cedartown, that's what you want. But I don't think if you're trailing 1-0 that you want to just play a game of keep away.
No, and like we said before, it could just take one goal. And right now it's with 18-15 to play in the game. Cedartown scored back in the first half. That's really been it. Cedartown has had a few, I think maybe one or two opportunities here in the second half, but really the game has stayed in the middle of the field for the past really 10 to 15 minutes.
And the Bulldogs will welcome that if it continues, as that would mean more than likely a Cedartown win. Alan Tomas checking into the game, I believe, on the far side as it's ran out of bounds. Goal kick is sent away from the Trion goalkeeper. Again, can't quite see the number. A fight for it. Cedartown trying to catch up to it. Cordero with a heads-up play. He'll pass it up over to the middle of the field. Now giving it over to Vasquez. Inside, and it rolls to the goalie. A foul will be called, and I believe that's against Cedartown. Looks like the Cedartown player took the Trion guy down with him as he was falling to the floor.
It appears to be it because everybody's retreating back the other direction.
It was Julio Castaneda who was fouled, and the sophomore defender for Trion, he was just trying to get it back to the goalkeeper who could clear it away. It looked like it was Jonathan Cordero, the freshman for Cedartown. He was trying to keep the play alive for CHS, just not able to. One hop bounces over the head of Cedartown defender, almost in business were the Trion Bulldogs, but it's cleared out of bounds again. A nice defensive play by Cesar Molina.
And a great kick there to get it across the midfield stripe and getting it down there, and Trion will have the inbounds pass.
Trion back with it on the outside. Cedartown jumps in the way of that pass, and the Bulldogs are with it. That is until Trion takes it right back over. Back and forth is how it's been for quite a few minutes here. They'll retreat. Cedartown tries to jump in the way of a pass, almost a steal there for Alan Tomas, the freshman. But it's run out of bounds, and Cedartown will have it. I think. We'll see. No, Trion will have it. Brian Chalel will toss it in here for the visiting Bulldogs, the junior midfielder. This is a young team as well for Trion. They do have a few senior starters, but the majority of their team, sophomores, juniors, they've got a few freshmen mixed in there as well. Big sophomore class for this Trion team, and they're probably going to be region champs anyway this year. If nothing else, they'll host a playoff game is the assumption, with them being 3-0 in region play and only having 4 region games. This is going to be a team that you're going to see back in the next couple of years in 1A public. That shot off target. Maldonado does not even have to walk near it. And a goal kick coming up here for Cedartown. Mario Maldonado, if I'm not mistaken, on the basketball team as well. A couple of years ago, I want to say. He will send it away, the goalkeeper. One hop taken over around midfield by Trion. Corbin trying to lead a pass, but it's taken over again by Cedartown. The Bulldogs have numbers if they can get it ahead, and they will. A chance here for Cordero, the freshman, and it's cleared away.
Oof, and he's down.
Yeah, that's Julio Castaneda got the ball, and then I think he made a little bit of contact with Cordero afterwards. It was a good play by Castaneda. Just unfortunate to see Cordero fall to the floor like that.
And no foul called there either.
Cedartown trying to get back with it. They'll be able to. This is Vasquez coming back for Cordero. Can the freshman make up for it? Goes on the far side. Cedartown not able to catch up to it. Trion has it on the run, and that's going to be a foul. That'll go against number 25, Alan Tomas. Tripped up the Trion player that time. 14-19 to play here in half number 2, and Cedartown on top 1-0. Trion will pass it in. This is Jose Mateo with it. Trying for a pass-back opportunity, but stolen once again by the hometown Bulldogs. Cedartown will give ahead. They get it up to Vasquez. On the near side, here's the starter, Leonardo Segura. Back over. On the outside, they'll pass it to Brian Sandoval, the junior. Back to Segura. And it's blocked out of there by Trion. Trion has it on the run. Gets away. Tipped back, and Cedartown has it. Tries to pass it to himself, but Brian Sandoval, the junior wing, not able to. Starting to see a lot of subs check into the game for Cedartown as you're trying to avoid fatigue here. Not much time left.
13 minutes, 20 seconds to go.
Cedartown playing their first of 3 matchups this week. Way down the field as it's kicked by the visiting Bulldogs. Trying to have a scoring opportunity, but it's cleared out again. And who else? It's number 5, Cesar Molina. The star defender for CHS, continuing to shine in this one. Jalel to pass it in. Then they're going to say, no, it's Cedartown ball. Then they say, nope, never mind, it's Trion ball. Goes in, Cedartown has it. Then Trion takes it back over around the 30-yard line. Right on the out-of-bounds marker, it's Billman Lopez. He'll back it up to Castaneda. It drops in over to Jalel. Back and forth fight for it. That's going to be out of bounds again. Trion throws it in. They have a man right in the center of the box, but Cedartown able to clear it out of harm's way for just a minute. A header, and that's going to be a foul called, I assume. Might have been a handball.
I was about to say, it might have been illegal contact with the hands.
No matter how you draw it up, Cedartown will take over. Bulldogs on top 1-0. Hosting Trion here for senior night, the last home game of the season for CHS. It's stoppage of play is called. I think there might be an injury on the far side of the field for Cedartown. And it does appear that that's going to be the reason for the stoppage of play after the foul. A Cedartown player comes hobbling up. You want to check on him. Hopefully he is just cramping. Appears to be a lower body injury, and he gets up okay. That's number 2, Leonardo Segura. The sophomore appears to be all right. He'll take a walk over there with the trainer, Lori Thompson.
11:50 to go with time stopped.
Ari Velasquez, the sophomore, checks in as Segura comes out. Cedartown on top 1-0. Trion trailing. Just a few minutes left in this one. 11:48 to play. A high kick around midfield. A header that time coming from Ronaldo Segura, the freshman. A lot of young guys in there for Cedartown trying to get them real game time experience. That time off of Segura, and the freshman took it like a champ, but it goes back to Trion. Trying to spark a comeback here. It's Chilel. Gives over to Gable. Leads a pass, almost stolen. Trion with it. Cedartown clears it down the field. They pass ahead, trying to get it this time to Neri Juarez. Juarez has it on the run here on the left side. Can he get past Hudgens? He cannot. Hudgens kicks it out. Seen some good things from Neri Juarez, the sophomore for Cedartown. They pass it towards the edge of the box, trying to get it inside, not able to. It's cleared away, and it will be still inbounds, now out of bounds off of Cedartown. Kicked it off the sophomore, Robert Vasquez. Sub checking in for Trion. Looks like that's going to be number 13, Camden Harris, checking back in. The senior got a breather. He'll come back in. Ryan Chalel will throw it in now for the Bulldogs, and now 2 subs coming in for Cedartown. Coach Morse yelling at the guys as they were a little slow.
I was about to say, hustle up, boys.
Coming back in there for Cedartown, number 23, Alex Gomez, the senior, and number 8, Selfie Escalante. So 2 seniors back in there trying to play their last 10 minutes or so of their varsity career at home here at Doc Ayers Field. Of course, Cedartown still with a few more games this season, but this the last home game. Almost a handball as Trion takes it back over. They pass here on the outside. Good speed from Chalel. He'll keep it in. Just has to lob it down the field to keep the play alive. Maldonado will pick it up, clear it out of bounds.
Yeah, that one stayed in bounds a lot longer than I think most anybody expected it to. And the only play was to do that, and there's a good save.
Great save by Maldonado, the junior, standing up when Cedartown needs him. Bulldogs passing it down the field. Can Cedartown find some points after that nice save? Selfie Escalante looking to lead a pass ahead for Robert Vasquez. Still a fight for it. The freshman trying to get to it. Trying, boxing it out. It's going to roll out. No, it's still in. A lot of contact. No foul called. Trion passing it down the field now. Cedartown with it. They will back it up, come near side. Eli Hudgens with a high kick. That's going to be taken over around midfield. Cedartown with it. Now back right over to Trion. The visiting Bulldogs looking for a lead pass right down the middle of the field, and Cedartown clears it out, and I don't even have to say the name. You know who it is.
Oh, yeah.
Cesar Molina, the junior. If you don't know the name, you might want to learn it. Still got 1 year here at CHS, a very talented defender. The Bulldogs back with it. Passing it down the field. Off of Hudgens. Now passing over on the run, it's Vasquez. Getting it to Selfie Escalante. Escalante, one of 2 seniors who started in this game for Cedartown. Well, 3 seniors. He, Alex Gomez, and Ulysses Vael. As far as other seniors on the team, you've also got on this squad Wilmar Velasquez. So 4 seniors on this team for CHS this year. They've had a nice season, 7-6, trying to move to 8-6 if they can hold on for 7.5 more minutes. They'll pass on the outside. Like to have another insurance goal here. Maybe there's a chance. A shot, and it's just wide. Just missed that time from the sophomore Drake Roblero.
Great attempt there, but just wasn't able to get it to go.
Might have been deflected as well. It was good defense there by Trion. It was a 3-on-1 situation. You had the goalie back there as well, but I think Julio Castaneda was the only defender back there for the visiting Bulldogs. And if he got a piece of it, he likely saved a goal. Castaneda will kick it away here. Trion needs a point and fast. They trail 1-0 as the clock continues to run. They send it down there. Going to be picked up now. This is Camden Harris. He has it ripped away. Cedartown trying to get it right back to number 17. That's Neri Juarez. Pops away from him. They have their striker back in there, Stephen Cruz. They give on the outside to Selfie Escalante. Fakes a kick, fakes another. Gets around the defender. He'll stop and loop around. Cuts upfield, but it's stolen by Trion. That's Lopez with it. They'll kick it out. Trion will throw it back in. Billman Lopez lobs it in. Back to Lopez. On the far side, he'll try to pass ahead. It's off of Cedartown over to Stephen Cruz. Now a pass for Alex Gomez on the right side. They've got a chance if he can get around the defender. He's not able to. Knocked out of bounds again. Good defense from Trion. That might have been Jasir Lopez on the far side for the Bulldogs.
Time ticking away at 5:45 to play here in the game. 1-0 Cedartown with the lead.
Both sides with a few subs checking in. Cedartown on top 1-0. It was a first half goal for the senior. Alex Gomez the difference so far. Cedartown inside the box trying to keep this alive. It's Escalante the senior. Lopez fighting against him. Lopez wins that battle, but it goes over to another Cedartown teammate. Gomez again has it. The senior, he's got 1 goal so far. Tries for another, and it rolls softly to the goalie. The goalie in this one for Trion is going to be number 88. That's Jacob Spraggins, the senior. He's had quite a few good saves. Trion has it. They're going to retreat, try to attack the defense of Cedartown from a different direction. Selfie Escalante with a little bit of contact against Billman Lopez. Lopez holding both hands out and saying, "Where's the call?" They'll pass it ahead on the far side. Trion with their best drive in a few minutes. They drop a pass in trying to get it to an open Camden Harris, but it rolls all the way to Maldonado once again. Stephen Cruz here on the near side, the striker for Cedartown. He passes over to Selfie Escalante. Escalante takes a lot of contact there. It's lost out of bounds off of Trion. He'll throw it in, a long pass for Cruz, off the chest of Cruz, and now over to Jalel and Trion. Cedartown has it. On the run. Looking on the left side, back over to Escalante. Off the foot of Lopez, though, and cleared away quickly by Castaneda. Here's a chance here for Trion. No offsides is called. The net is open, but cleared away by Cedartown's defense. Brock Corbin had a sure game-tying goal. Instead, Cesar Molina flies in there out of nowhere.
In the final minutes, maybe a game-saver.
Able to get behind the defense that time was Brock Corbin, and he was kicking himself after it was sent out of bounds. Now time is called. It's a corner. He was trying to throw it in. It was cleared out the back line. You're not out of the clear yet if you're Cedartown. You got to defend this corner well. Everybody in there for Trion. Holding back just 2 defenders. Everybody else in the box. It's sent. It drops in. Cedartown looks to clear it away. They'll run it here on the outside. It's Cruz on the run, and he has got wheels. Wheels for days. Passes ahead, but then Trion gets back over. They pass it out of bounds, and Cedartown will look at to throw it in. Another sub checks in for Cedartown.
2:35 to go. Time is running out for the Trion Bulldogs.
An open net for Brian Corbin and cleared away by the Cedartown defense with 3 minutes left. Can that be the play on defense that wins it?
They stopped the clock at 2:18. They may put some time on the clock. I'm not sure.
The official is talking to both sides right now. I think there might have been some words shared.
Maybe a little chippy.
Might have been. You see it a lot in these close games that come down to the wire. And these aren't necessarily two rivals or anything. Just a friendly matchup here on a Monday night, but temper's still flaring when you get a game as close as this. And you see the tempo picked back up right out of that timeout. Drops into Trion. Towards the box, a shot, and it's out. Not able to drop in.
Wide to the right there, and again, credit to the Cedartown defense for getting right in there and forcing an errant kick. And now our goalkeeper will try to kick this one away. Time inside 2 minutes, 1:45 to go in this one. Cedartown trying to hold on to the 1-point win.
The junior Mario Maldonado kicks it away. It's going to drop in around midfield. Taken over there by number 25, Alan Tomas, the freshman. Back over to Trion. Trion has really stepped it up a notch offensively here in the last few minutes. Can Cedartown do the same? They go down the field again looking for Tomas. The freshman has it. He'll stop, gets around the defender who fell down trying a slide tackle. He'll back it up. But Trion has it once more. His pass was stolen. Deflected, Cedartown. Driving it towards the box. Escalante was there, but it's headed away by Brian Chilell.
1 minute to go. Can Trion score here?
They get it to Chilell here on the outside. He'll stop. Think about it. Pass it over. Towards the center of the field. Cedartown rips it away. Good defense by Alan Tomas, the freshman. Doing all he can. Drops in front of him. A high kick, but it's off to the right and out of bounds.
40 seconds to go. This will be Trion's last chance.
The ball is thrown in now. Trion doing all they can to get it back in the field of play. Castaneda kicks it. Around midfield, a header off of Alan Gomez, the senior.
15 seconds.
Driving down the field, Cedartown clears it back to midfield. Bulldogs just trying to kick it as far away as they can from Trion. This one is sent now towards the goalie.
5
seconds.
seconds.
Race for it. The goalie is out of there.
That's going to do it, Logan.
Yes, it will. It drops at midfield, rolls for a bit, rolls out. Trion throws it in, and that does it. Cedartown comes out on top by the slimmest of margins, 1-0 here on senior night. A first half goal for the senior for the Bulldogs, number 23, Alex Gomez, and Cedartown moves to 8-6 on the year with a 1-0 victory over Trion.
We'll come back and wrap this one up here in just a moment. Cedartown High School soccer action on the Big AA. Cedartown a winner tonight, 1-0.
Daniels Green Services and Handyman, your best choice for total home renovation or even small projects. 770-862-1240. 770-862-1240. Painting, siding, concrete, windows, pressure washing, flooring, drywall, doors, roofing, electrical, and even lawn care. They're fully insured and will do a great job. Check them out on Facebook, Daniels Green Services and Handyman, your best choice. 770-862-1240. Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
And we're back here on the Big AA. Logan Maddox and Andrew Carter with you in Cedartown. 1-0 winners over Trion here on senior night. game where we saw the tempo pick up early, Andrew. We thought it was going to be a very big offensive affair, but it was a first half goal, and that was it.
It was exactly the opposite of what we thought. Let me tell you something. This is a team that's going to be doing some great things in the years to come. The transition from the region we were in before to this region was a tough transition. Not to mention you lost a lot of really good, talented players last year that didn't really get a season because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But we're back here, and the team is doing very well. As we mentioned before, probably not going to make the playoffs, but again, able to get this 1-0 win tonight over a very good Trion team. Let's not take anything away from Trion. This is a good team. The Bulldogs were able to, shut them down the entire time for all 80 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and this is not the last game of the year for Cedartown, just the last home game. The Bulldogs are on the road tomorrow at Heritage Catoosa up in Ringgold. And now you get to play spoiler. We talked about it earlier. You're not going to make the playoffs. You're sitting 6th in the region right now with 1 game to go. But if you can mess up Heritage Catoosa's season, no offense to the Generals, but Cedartown would take that 10 times out of 10. They also travel to play a good Adairsville team on Thursday, and they finish up the season April 13th on the road at Paulding County. Big shout-out to the girls program as well. Lady Bulldogs with a 4-1 victory, but do want to thank all the coaches for helping us out. The head coach of the girls team, Nancy Flores Martinez, the assistant coach, Anna Flores, and on the boys' side, head coach Stuart Morris and assistant coach Joel Levinson. We really appreciate all of them for helping us out, setting us up with rosters and everything. But we were glad to come out here and give these kids some exposure and put them on Facebook Live, because the dedication they do, they deserve it, and we're glad to come out and cover them tonight. It's
been fun. It was a little bit out of our element, at least not so much out of yours, but definitely out of mine. But it was certainly fun to do, and we hope to do another one maybe next year. Stay tuned. We're not done with sports this week. Nope. Cedartown baseball has a huge series with the Pickens Dragons starting tomorrow, a 5:30 first pitch from Cedartown High School baseball field. Then we've got the doubleheader in Jasper on Friday, so you be sure to join us for that. After that, spring break week, Cedartown will be playing in the Battle for Bartow Invitational at Lake Point. They'll be taking on some tough teams in that one, including the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes, the Cass Colonels, and a few others too. So that's going to be a tough matchup for them. And then the last 2 weeks of the season are after that, could possibly, if the standings stay the way they are for the baseball team, and we'll talk a little bit more about this tomorrow, and if Cedartown does what we think they should do, they could be set up for a region championship game with Heritage the last week of the season. Could that happen? Still a lot of baseball to be played, but we'll see what happens. But here at Doc Ayers Field, 1-0, Cedartown wins. The boys win over the Trion Bulldogs. A 4-1 win for the girls earlier this afternoon. It's been a great evening, and it's gotten a little nippy. So how about we wrap this one up, Logan?
Absolutely. A big win for the girls, 4-1, and a big win for the Bulldogs, 1-0. A great senior night and a great day to be a Bulldog.
Indeed it is. We'll be with you next time the Dogs play on the Big AA. Have a great evening, folks. Thanks for joining us for Cedartown High School Bulldogs soccer on the Big AA.